steeped in boiling water. A single hot cup of tea seems like the ultimate clean wellness beverage. Yet independent testing of common supermarket tea bags reveals a very different story. Agricultural surveys and food safety analyses consistently show that commercial tea leaves can harbor residues of multiple synthetic pesticides, high fluoride levels, and trace heavy metals like lead absorbed directly from industrial soil. Furthermore, modern plastic mesh tea bags can shed billions of microscopic plastic fragments and chemical residues straight into your mug with every single brew. Under FDA labeling guidelines, tea blends are not always required to disclose specific pesticide treatment histories or processing aids on the box, leaving everyday consumers completely in the dark about what is actually floating in their morning cup. Where are you watching from in the United States? Comment your state below, whether you are tuning in from Pennsylvania, Texas, Florida, Ohio, California, or Georgia. And how old are you? Tell me in the comments, because hearing from viewers across the country helps us keep track of which supermarket chains and regional brands you rely on most for your daily routine. The primary hidden hazard in many commercial teas actually begins with the tea bag itself rather than the leaves inside. A vast majority of luxury pyramid tea bags and silk-like sachets are crafted from synthetic food-grade plastics, such as nylon or polyethylene terephthalate, which deform under high heat. When exposed to hot water near boiling point, a single plastic tea bag can release billions of microplastics and nanoplastics directly into the beverage. These synthetic polymers do not dissolve, meaning consumers end up ingesting microscopic plastic fibers along with their warm tea. Beyond plastic materials, paper tea bags present their own chemical processing concerns that often go unnoticed on supermarket shelves. Traditional paper filter bags are frequently treated with chlorine or chlorine dioxide to achieve a uniform, pristine white color before packaging. This chemical bleaching process can leave behind trace amounts of organochlorine compounds and dioxin byproducts within the paper fiber itself. When submerged in hot water, these chemical remnants can leach into the brew, altering the purity of the tea and introducing unwanted chemical compounds into your body. Pesticide contamination on tea leaves represents another major issue because tea leaves are generally never washed before they are packaged. Standard fresh produce like apples or lettuce undergo thorough washing cycles before hitting grocery store aisles, but washing tea leaves prior to drying would ruin their flavor, aroma, and crisp texture. Consequently, whatever agricultural, chemical sprays or synthetic pesticides are applied to tea crops during their growth remain dried directly onto the leaf surface. When you pour boiling water over and wash tea leaves, those concentrated pesticide residues dissolve instantly into your drink. Heavy metal accumulation is another structural issue inherent to how tea plants grow and absorb nutrients from the earth. The tea plant naturally draws up water and soil minerals through its deep root system, making it particularly prone to absorbing heavy metals like lead, aluminum, and arsenic if grown near industrial zones. Studies evaluating soil quality in major tea-producing regions show that older tea leaves and lower-grade crops concentrate higher levels of these toxic elements over time. When these mature, low-grade leaves are ground down for mass-market bags, heavy metal concentrations can end up far higher than expected. The quality of the tea itself plays a massive role in chemical concentrations, particularly when comparing whole leaves to cheap tea dust. Budget tea brands routinely utilize tea dust and fannings, which are the pulverized sweepings left behind after premium whole leaves are sorted for higher-end sales. Because tea dust consists of tiny, broken leaf fragments, it possesses a vastly higher surface area that degrades quickly through oxidation. This rapid breakdown not only destroys sensitive antioxidants, but it also creates a far higher ratio of concentrated soil sediment, stem material, and residual spray dust per gram. Flavoring additives and artificial colorings are frequently added to mass-market dessert teas and fruit-flavored blends to mask low-quality tea leaves. When a label lists artificial flavors, proprietary flavor matrices, or synthetic dyes, it usually means the underlying tea leaves lack natural, aromatic oils and rich taste. The FTC governs advertising claims regarding natural flavor claims, but complex synthetic flavor carriers can still be incorporated into the blend without full disclosure of every sub-ingredient. These synthetic additions add unnecessary chemical complexity to a beverage that should ideally contain only pure dried botanicals. Understanding federal oversight helps clarify how these hidden issues persist across standard supermarket shelves today. The FDA establishes maximum residue tolerances for pesticides and sets food safety standards for imported agricultural products, while the USDA oversees strict standards for organic certification. Under USDA organic rules, certified teas must be grown completely without synthetic fertilizers, synthetic pesticides, or sewage sludge. However, FDA routine sampling can only inspect a tiny fraction of total imported tea shipments, meaning compliance relies heavily on importer integrity and third-party verification. Learning what to look for on the ingredient panel is the most effective way to protect your household from low-quality brews. Check the package material first, making sure the tea bags are explicitly identified as unbleached, plastic-free, and compostable plant fiber paper. Next, inspect the ingredient list for plain, identifiable ingredients like organic black tea or whole organic chamomile, avoiding vague entries like natural and artificial flavorings or added colorants. Look for reliable third-party seals, such as USDA Organic or Non-GMO Project Verified, which confirm that strict agricultural standards were maintained throughout production. Fortunately, making the switch to cleaner, minimally processed alternatives is simple and significantly improves your overall tea drinking experience. Transitioning from box tea bags to loose-leaf tea completely eliminates the risk of microplastics and chemical bag treatments while delivering for higher antioxidant potency. Whole-leaf organic green tea, white tea, and single-origin black tea varieties undergo minimal processing, offering pure botanical integrity without the dusty leftovers found in low-grade commercial bags. Buying from transparent tea companies that openly share independent laboratory testing for heavy metals and pesticides ensures complete peace of mind. Pure herbal infusions like organic peppermint, wild-harvested rooibos, and shade-grown matcha represent some of the cleanest choices available on the market today. Organic rooibos and herbal teas are naturally caffeine-free and grown under controlled agricultural conditions that eliminate reliance on synthetic chemical sprays. Meanwhile, premium ceremonial-grade matcha consists of finely ground whole green tea leaves that are carefully shade-grown and rigorously screened for purity before packaging. Choosing these transparent, high-integrity options allows you to enjoy rich flavor and genuine wellness benefits without unwanted contaminants. Which brand of tea is currently sitting in your kitchen pantry right now? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you found this investigative breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and share this video with family and friends. Our mission at US Food Exposed is to provide you with clear, practical knowledge, so you can shop smarter and enjoy everyday foods with absolute peace of mind.